It's your girl, lupac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's lupac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's lupac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She called names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's lupac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's lupac, baby, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, it's lupac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes, 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 no brakes.
Yeah, you tuned in to lupac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. Go.
She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth, no sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this lupac, baby, capiche.
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, lupac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking,
Hey y'all, happy Saturday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Saturday, baby. Y'all, I had a long day with my little baby's child. It's supposed to go to their grandma today. I mean yesterday, because it's Labor Day weekend or whatever. They out of school Monday, but she had some stuff to do. So they with their mommy. So I couldn't do my members live this morning, so I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Okay, because I got a little chill day going on tomorrow. And then, like I said, them children don't have school Monday, so that's even better for me. So I can, because I want to do me some old shrimp poppers, and yeah, we're gonna get to that members live tomorrow. So y'all can just, y'all ain't gotta worry about that, okay? Just know Pop gonna be on live with y'all tomorrow and members. For real, for real. Anyway, shout out to y'all, because y'all could be anywhere else on this good old Saturday, but y'all in the building with Pop. Period. I love it. Even though it ain't too much going on, y'all, but it is what it is. You know, we still gotta keep the party rolling, even when it's a dry spell. We gotta keep the party rolling, baby. Because the content must go on. Let me see who we got in here. Let me go to the top. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my little fan on because I'm hot. Hot in this thing. And I do have my little, I got my little I got this little neck fan that my mama bought me uh, last summer, I think, and I didn't want to put it on because I feel like it's gonna kind of mess with my mic situation. With the, how the mic cancels out noise, but I feel like it's gonna kind of mess with that. So I'd rather put my other little fan on that I got on my nightstand. But anyways, let me see who we got in here so we can get it crack a lot. So we can get it started. What's up, Terry, bro? Shout out to you. Thank you for the black and gold hearts per usual. Thank you for the copyright and fair use. And I ain't forgot about that interview that we was watching yesterday either, y'all. So it just depends on the timing of this live. That'll determine if we'll finish that interview. If not, we'll just get to it another day. Because I do have some receipts that I want to show y'all. One in particular that I never showed y'all, and I had forgot about it too. So, but I found it earlier today when I was working on my series. Hey, sweet queen, shout out to you, my love. Thank you for ever holding on the chat. I appreciate you, Christina in the building. We got Miss Angela B. We got Miss Yolanda White, Miss Geraldine. We got Miss Kathy B. We got Miss Michelle Spikes. We got Kimberly Merrows. We got Scorpio Stings in this thing. Latte Eminem, of course. You say I'm on time today. you beat me today, girl. You beat me today. Hey, LaShawn. Hey, Miss Tracy. Hey, Nola Bunny. Let's go, Pog Baby. Yes, ma'am. Miss Deborah R in this thing. We got Miss Lovely in the building. Who else? Let me see. Let me go down. Miss Janice Willie, Aisha Bright. We got, hold on, that's a new name. Meanie, is it, wait, Men Me, Men Me Two Piece. Let me know if I said that right. Men Me Two Piece. I hope I said it right. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming through. Epiphany by Tiffany in the building. Miss Donna Holland. We got, hold on, let's see. Let me go down. Sid just saying, I'm always on that CP time, baby. Sharwig Adventures. We got, let's see, Miss Stephanie, Miss Lena, Miss Vonda, Umika, Miss Shalene, Nisha in the building. Grow 6565. Who else? Let me see. I'm Forever Chosen, Carlissa, Kimberly W, Brittany Davis. We got Miss Belria. We got Shaquintley in the building, Miss Whitty, Nita M, September T. Gordon, Miss Deb. Okay, Miss Amanda. Who else? Let me see. Hey, Crystal. Hey, discussion board. Miss Teresa House in this thing. Rebecca, darling Nikki, Miss Diane. Y'all come on in, baby. Hey, Empress E. Who else? Brown Sugar Bang. Shout out to you. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Miss Dina. Hey, Solid as a Rock. Okay, period. Who else? Let me see. Let me see. Am I finished? Hold on, y'all. Almost to the bottom. Hey, Miss Brenda. Hey, Demetria. Hey, Miss Jackie H. Queen Money Skull Gang in this thing. Um, who else? Who else? Martha Blanca. We got Maddie. Knowledge Hungry. Shout out to you. Coco in the building. We got Zell in the building. Shout out to you, my love. Thank you, Yumika, for my first super sticker. Shout out to you. Hey, Kira. Who else? Let me see. Hey, Tiara. Hey, Miss Nina. Y'all coming in here. I love it. Because ain't nothing going on. It ain't nothing. I ain't forgot about you, Miss Dale. I just got to you. So it's a difference. I ain't forgot about you, my love. Y'all know when we ain't got a whole bunch of people in here, I'ma shout out everybody. If it's like 100 and something, I'm shouting all y'all out. Period. So hey, Shona. Shout out to everybody that's in here. If y'all would like to bless me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac 2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. Y'all know I always set a little goal of 15. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it is greatly, greatly appreciative because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. Period. Okay, it keeps us afloat. What else? You could also support me by getting a membership. Shout out to all my members, days 1, 2s, and 3s. I see y'all and I appreciate y'all because y'all know I always say y'all don't have to do that, but y'all do that to support my platform, and I appreciate it to the fullest. And if you're not a member, go grab one because we're gonna be doing a members only live tomorrow and talking about a few things, baby. It gets real exclusive over there. Okay, period. We talk about stuff that we can't talk about publicly. What else? What else? Make sure y'all watching them ads, y'all. And please, please, please hit that like button. If y'all see that hype button, hype your girl up because that helps push my videos even more so in the algorithm. So if y'all see it, y'all can hype it, hype it. If not, that means you didn't hype too many videos because you only get 3 hypes a week. Okay. So yeah, that's that. Hey, Queen Love Mel, shout out to you for being a 9-month member. I see you, girl. I see you, Green Team. My green team gonna always come through. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. Y'all always in here. Okay, let me see. Hold up. Somebody send me a cash app. Thank you, Carlissa. I love you more. You say for I love you, girl. I love you more. Thank you for that blessing. Oh, hold on. One other person from Missy Lane. Thank you, Missy Lane. You say so glad I caught you from the beginning. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. And thank you to True Slayer also. She sent me one yesterday. I don't know if she was still in the live, if she had left or not. I seen it after. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate you, girl. Let me see. Hey, Miss Deborah Kennan. So let's go. Let me pull this up. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull up this email right quick so I can put my little receipts on the screen. Some of them should already be up here. Okay, I need this one. Let me go back because I know I had already sent some to my email. Hold up, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let me see. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at, email? Okay, that's not it. Let me see. This is one. Okay. And then we're going to do these. I had these on the screen already, but I must have took them off. Wait, where the rest is missing some. Oh, there we go. Okay. One more. Come on in a room. All right. I think that's it for those messages. Let me see what I got right here. Um, okay. Okay, I did those already. All right, so I got them all, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. So, like I told y'all, I've been working on a 2-part series, to kind of sum up everything that's been going on. Oh Lord, it's taking me a while, but y'all know how I give it up when it comes to these videos because I take my time with them. I do all of these different edits to make it, and pure entertainment and just a vibe, just a little vibe with a lot of receipts and truth, baby, of course. But yeah, y'all. Hope I was trying to finish it before the month is out, but more than likely it's not gonna happen. Cause well, it depends. It depends on if YouTube considers Monday as a holiday, even though it is a holiday. If YouTube don't carry our like the ending out over to that day and wait till the second, then I should be able to. Well, what today is? Hold on. Today is the 30th, so let me see. 31st. Okay, so Monday is the first. So if YouTube reserves the first, which is Monday, and doesn't carry our time in, then I might be able to put that first part out before maybe Monday. We'll see. We'll see what happens, y'all. If not, it's gonna have to be for September. But I am working on it. So we're gonna get it done. But I did find a receipt now, mind y'all, these are some text messages between somebody that was in the saga and a supporter. And the supporter, I don't even know who it is, to be honest, but they sent me this message a while ago. They sent me this text message between them and this person a while ago, which the person is Ayana. They sent me the message a while ago, and I didn't realize that I had that because I could have been showed y'all that. What? Hold on, y'all. Let me see my baby one. Y'all, okay. All right. Y'all better be careful. It's getting late. Hey, Miss Charlene. Okay, so let me I want to pull up one. Let me pull this up first, and then we're gonna pull up. Matter of fact, we're gonna pull up the text message first. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, let's pull up the text message first. I'll put it on the other screen. And there was some other messages too that was with it that the lady sent me, but I feel like the other ones wasn't of any relevance, right? They was talking about stuff that was going on in the saga, but it wasn't tea worthy. Okay, so that's why I didn't bring those. But this one was okay. This one was definitely tea worthy because it told on Laonia. And it just shows how she played. She didn't just play the world, she played her friends too, which we already established that. But she definitely played her friends, y'all, because she had these people out here caping for her big time. They were speaking up for her, Naya and Ayana in particular, as if she was just this downright victim that had been beat on, just abused to the highest power. And come to find out, they didn't even witness nothing, but they was portraying the narrative that they, was all Ayana was like, I was always on the phone or, da da da. But they didn't see Jack Shat, according to them after the fact. So it's like all of this was just one big old scheme. And it's so sad. Like I keep dwelling on it because it's so sad because this man's life is still being affected. This definitely needs to be some type of case study, y'all. Because if this were to happen again, it just shows how somebody's life could be ruined by words. Words, this show how much words hold power. And it's real sad. Question, if I buy a gift if I buy a gift for hearts, does anyone know how much they cost? I don't know. What you talking about, Miss Nina? Hey, Miss Duncan. What you mean a gift for heart? Are you talking about the rubies and stuff? Well, somebody said I can't do it if I'm live through StreamYard. I have to be live through YouTube. So I still never had a chance to go live through YouTube, y'all. Maybe one day during the week if I don't keep forgetting. Um, but I don't know if that's what you're referring to. But anyway, so y'all see this message right here. Like I said, this is a conversation between Ayana and a supporter, right? So this right here, y'all probably can't see it because it's kind of small. But this is, y'all remember that big old long post that Ayana, quote unquote, put out during the saga, basically saying, sis, I'm gonna read it to y'all because I'm gonna break it down and add some stuff to it. Well, this is that right there. This is that post. It's just a screenshot. So the girl sent it to Ayana, the supporter, basically letting her know that people brought it back up and was talking about it, right? So Ayana responds and says, yeah, Brianna typed that and posted it with laughing emojis, which I don't think that's funny because had we would have known that Bree typed that whole long ass paragraph, which was full of accusations of abuse, that's deceptive. Because if she typed that on Ayana's page and posted it, y'all, but made everybody think that Ayana typed that as if she was some direct witness to all of this abuse. That was so deceptive. And it just further shows how much of a liar she really is. Like, it's sad because the two main characters, well, not main, Laomi is the first main, but two of the main characters that played a major part in the saga, which is Ayana and Naya, still have yet to come out and apologize publicly to that man because they played a role and contributed to his downfall. And he didn't do them anything. Just off the strength of her playing them. Because she played the F out of them. So all of the lies, all of the gaslighting, the group chats, painting herself as a victim, she had her friends hating this man. And come to find out, it wasn't even given none of that. That's the crazy part. So the fact that she told this lady, yeah, Brianna typed that and posted it. Let me pull up the post, y'all. But just keep this in mind. She basically admitted that she didn't even type that ish, right? So Brianna was talking to herself in the comments and everything. Hold up. And y'all know she used to accuse LaTruth of talking to himself in the comments under those pages that he created for his children. Well, she was doing it also. You said yes, Tupac. I did it on Amber Live, but it didn't give me the cost. I don't like that. Oh, okay. Well, is she might have was she live through YouTube because you can't. I don't think you can do it through StreamYard. That's what somebody told me. They say you have to be directly live, which is considered a vertical live, through YouTube to be able to do it. Hey, Queen Sexy Cat. Hey, Ebony. What's up, my love? All right, so let me pull this one up, y'all. But y'all keep in mind that Ayana said Bree typed this out. Because this post was major in the saga. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see it good. Y'all should be able to see it because it's so much. So it's probably small. But I made it as big as I could. But I'm going to read it to y'all anyway. So, and make sure y'all hitting the like button. We got 233 in the building. It is Saturday night. So, I never expect a whole lot of people to be in here on the weekend because people be outside, period. And I don't blame them. Live y'all life to the fullest. Just be careful because this day and age, baby, listen, I don't want no parts. I don't want no parts, child. So, uh, as y'all can see, it says, I am Ayana Brachet, right? So that shows that this is her Facebook page, Ayana's Facebook page. But according to the text, Ayana said Bree typed all of this. So Bree pretended to be Ayana typing this message out. And this message, let me give y'all just a little context and, like a timeline. If y'all remember when LaTruth did that interview with Tasha K, Bree was pissed off. She was so mad because he did that interview with Tasha K. So this post came about right after she seen he do that interview with Tasha K, she posted this. Okay? Yeah. So it says, sis, Miss LaTruth, please stop protecting this man. I cannot believe she was really pretending to be Ayana in this post. I can't believe this child. So she said, please stop protecting this man. You keep being nice, and all he keeps doing is lying. I can't keep quiet, sis, and I'm sorry about that. This has been bothering so bad. This man has physically abused you plenty of times, even while the kids screaming in the background trying to get in there, and they are calling me because they are scared, and he wouldn't let them in the room. Let me push pause right there. Because my thing is, right, Bree is typing this and she's speaking as if she's Ayana typing this letter to Bree posted on social media. But if Ayana experienced all of this, was a direct witness, why didn't she type it herself? Why she couldn't type this out herself if she was actually a direct witness? You know why? Because she wasn't. If y'all remember, she later came out in the saga and type a long paragraph, well, more than one paragraph, herself and let the world know that she was never a direct witness to anything. She said she was protecting her friend, believing her friend and going off of what her friend was telling her. I could pull that up too if y'all want me to recap that also. But that's what she said. She said she was never a direct witness. She was on the phone a few times or whatever, with her friend or whatever, her friend telling her stuff, but she was never a direct witness. But she was portrayed to be a direct witness when she first came out here, which is deceptive in itself. And that's not cool because I'm like this. If I didn't see it, yeah, it's all good. You protecting your friend, you defending your friend, but friends lie too, baby. Friends lie too. And this man's livelihood was on the line. I know they all gotta feel crazy now because they all played a role in this and she made them look stupid. She played her own friends against each other too. She was gaslighting them. Oh, I'm not talking to this person, but you talking to that person and this person and that person, but making them all think she wasn't talking to the others. That is crazy. What's up, Jerry? Hey, pretty eyes. You say, wow, this has been a very long saga because I remember all of this. Yup. And come to find out, Bree wrote this the whole time. That is crazy. You say, I don't believe Bree wrote that from her brain. She copied and pasted. No, she definitely wrote this. And let me tell you why. Because this is not one of those statuses where uh, this not a general status. It's personal. So she definitely wrote this. And it also has some spell checks in it too. It's basically given events and stuff like that, which I don't believe none of this. And I'm gonna tell y'all why, because all of this has been broken down and rebutted and debunked throughout the saga. So yeah. But she definitely was deceiving the people and had people thinking that Ayana wrote this out. That's crazy. So hold on, let me finish, y'all. So she says, even while the kids screaming in the background, trying to get in there, and they are calling me because they are scared, and he wouldn't let them in the room. Plenty of times, Dad was there to witness the abuse. What father y'all know gonna be there to witness any abuse and not do nothing? Cause she ain't got no good daddy if that's the case. Because my daddy would have been hands and feet, baby. And from the looks of it, Walter loved LaTruth. And I think he still got some love for him because it was things that he did even after the fact that could attest to that love. He probably thinking that's the best man she ever had, but that's still his daughter, so he gotta go with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? So no, Walter ain't witnessed nothing. He probably witnessed them fussing before, but I don't even think a man would be bold enough to even put hands on a woman in front of their daddy. Come on now, ain't no way. So, let me see. Hold on. Let me see where I stop, y'all. I need to keep my mouse on it so I don't get off track when I stop and speak. Where did I stop? Hold on. See in the background. Okay, Dad was in the room. Plenty of times, Dad was there to witness the abuse. Sis, stop apologizing and covering up for this man. She wasn't covering up for him. She did too much. And that's what they try to say. And if y'all remember, Ebony, I know you remember, but they was trying to say that she wasn't lying. She was covering up for him. No, that's not it. It's one thing to cover up for your bruiser, and it's another thing to just be outright lying and proven to be a liar. Her words wasn't consistent. She wasn't covering because if she was covering for him, you know who she did cover for? Janelle. That's who she covered for. Y'all remember when she came out here crying on that video? Her and that lady across the street talking about, stop, leave him alone. I will leave him alone because y'all ruining his life. Janelle has never, ever, ever did anything. That's covering up. She didn't do that with LaTruth. She came out here and said, oh, he did this to me. He did that to me. Then she took it back. He did this to me. No, with Janelle, she was like she booger snot tears to prove to the internet that he wasn't putting hands, feet, and spit on her. That's what you call covering up for your bruiser. That's how you know this is two different situations. Janelle really put hands and spit on her. LaTrue did. And you could tell. You could tell. Because you even when Janelle is, you could tell by when they're in the same camera with each other. She's very flinchy around him. That's signs of a bruise. When a woman is y'all remember whenever she was on live and he went to grab her phone, right? Almost popped her in the nose trying to grab her phone and get off live. And it's been other instances where they be on live together and she's real like flinchy, like GUNSHOT. If y'all know what I'm talking about, like when you know you popping firecrackers and the dogs just start jumping around, that's what it gives when she's around Janelle. And that's signs of being, of him being in a bruiser. When a woman is like that, real jittery, can't control their reactions, their emotions. No, yeah. Thank you, Toya. I appreciate you, my love. So, hold on, y'all. Let me go up. Where did we stop? I'm supposed to get my mouse on it, but I have to get in the chat too. All right. Let me see. She say he's been abusing you for years. You've been covering it up well, and I've supported whatever decision you made, but I'm sick of this. There were too many incidents, right? Now, mind y'all, when somebody say too many incidents, notice how she put it in all caps, but she's basically, she's saying a whole lot of nothing, if you ask me. She said a whole lot of nothing. But it's crazy because one thing about a liar, when you are being deceptive and the way this saga has dragged out, all of this has been rebutted and debunked because later on, these very same incidents were told in different accounts, told differently. So that showed that it was lies, basically. You can't, I mean, you ain't gonna get away. Now, mind you, over time, if you telling something that might have happened years ago, you might forget a few little details or whatever. But traumatic experiences, you like the main stuff, you gonna remember. You gonna remember. So she starts and says, let's not forget the time you went to April Lane's salon and was limping because he kicked you, threw you down, and threw Kool-Aid on you. Now, let me tell y'all that incident, right? Y'all remember the video LaTrue recorded and put out where they was fussing and LaTrue was telling her you came into this relationship wanting to come up and you was never a good person. And then she knocked his hat off and she was saying, deuce up, deuce up. And next thing you know, he had Gatorade or Kool-Aid all over his work clothes. And he said, you done messed up my clothes and I got a business meeting. And then he was like, this is what she do, y'all. He was talking to the phone. Anytime I gotta go to work or go to a business meeting or anything, she starts a fight. That's the same incident. How convenient is it that she put in this post that he kicked her, threw her down, kicked her, and threw Kool-Aid on her? But shout out to Sweet Ma, because when Sweet Ma did her video, I forgot the name of it. Y'all can put it in the chat. When Sweet Ma did her big saga video, she debunked it. And she showed where LaTrue had Kool-Aid all over his clothes. So yeah, that was a lie. One. Now, mind you, this is her pretending to be Ayana typing this out, y'all. That's the crazy part. But it just shows how she's really a demon. Like she's a master manipulator. Because if she went to this girl's shop, now mind you, according to the video proof that LaTrue put out of that incident, she was the aggressor and she was putting hands on him. She knocked his head off, just telling him, do something, do something. When he went to grab the spare key, he had to start hollering, quit hitting me, quit hitting me. Because she was hitting him, right? So next thing you know, she go to this girl, April Lane's hair salon, and go lie, talking about, oh, I'm limping and he kicked me and threw Kool-Aid on me, when we actually seen the video and she was the aggressor. So that shows that she will play her friends and victimize herself just to have those third party people on her side as indirect witnesses, because they're not actually seeing any of this, but they can attest to it because she told them in the past, right? I hope y'all following me when I say that, because that's very important, because That's exactly what happened in this saga. None of these people actually witnessed any of Bruce, but she set the stage so good to where if they was, let's say if April was to come out and speak, right? She can come out and say, "Oh yeah, she did come in my chat. I mean, in my shop limping or whatever. You know, he did do this, he did do that." And April never even seen it happen. She's only going off of what Laonya came in there and told her, but come to find out it was a lie because she was the one putting hands and feet on him and threw Gatorade on him or Kool-Aid, whatever it was. That's crazy. I wouldn't want no friend like that because that's a friend that don't even care about you. They don't care about you. Because what if it was we were living in times where third parties or indirect witnesses could get in trouble too for attesting to something that they didn't even see, but they just going off of their friend's word. That's some crazy work. But all of this shows that she been plotting on LaTruth, y'all. And let me tell y'all another thing too, because I'm gonna pull up these other messages and break it down to y'all. But I don't know if y'all remember, but the Hive members released some DM messages early in the saga, right? And it was some messages between back in 2017 between Laonya and some lady. And Laonya was telling this lady all of her business, a whole bunch of nothing, if you ask me. She was setting the stage, right? Setting the stage because back in 2017, that was the year after LaTruth married her. Mind you, that's the first year when LaTruth started saying he was going to leave her and how it wasn't working out. She wasn't, she didn't make him happy and all of these different things, right? The same year. So how convenient is it that these messages come out in the saga of her basically giving a timeline and stating all these different things? And you know what's crazy? Because I was looking at all of this, and y'all know I'm gonna break it down in my mind, right? She told this lady, whoever she was messaging, a whole different Bruce encounter that's not even mentioned right here. And that encounter that she mentioned in those messages would have been major. Because that's when she was saying, "Oh, I was trying to leave with the kids and he run outside and he pushed the car door down and knocked Lala's car seat over and all of these different things," right? I think she even said he was choking her, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to go back and look at him. But she mentioned all of that to that lady. But the whole time she said, the lady said, "Well, dang, did you call the police? Did you get the cops involved?" Because she made it seem so traumatic, y'all. She said, well, I did call them, but I only gave a statement. I didn't press charges. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You know why? Because we talking about Laonya here. She's been calling the cops on this man multiple times. She called multiple times while their marriage. But because LaTruth was recording everything, that's why the police didn't do nothing. Because they seen who the aggressor actually was. This is why I wish LaTruth would have put out everything he had. Because there's some stuff he still didn't put out. He didn't put out, y'all. It's some stuff he didn't put out. Think about it. This is a man who records everything. And if he's recording everything, and if y'all remember on that very same interview I was playing for y'all yesterday, he told that girl about the incident where Laonya was so say in the tub and she started some issue with him. And you know how he said the cops found like a little blunt in his drawer and he ended up getting arrested for that or getting charged for that little blunt or that little piece of weed or whatever. And he got charged for that, was on probation for it or whatever. He recorded that incident also. Notice how that never got released. So that's why I say he really was trying to save face in this situation. So it's a lot of stuff that he didn't put out that probably could have been vindicated him also. But I think because he has so much experience on social media and he foreseen early how this was going to take a turn for their brands. And that's why he didn't do that. That's why he didn't put out all that stuff. Because he didn't want it to get even more so out of control than it already has. So, hold on, y'all. So that was debunked, that first incident. And then she says, "Let's not forget the time he choked and dragged you across the floor before Amora's birthday trip." Okay, y'all. So if y'all remember a certain somebody, whenever Janelle was exposed for being in a bruiser, a certain somebody came out here and said, "Oh, they tussled before Amora's birthday trip, and all she had was a little dot under her eye, and it was said that his watch scratched her under her eye." Now, mind you, my brain automatically takes me into, well, that's interesting because if this man isn't a bruiser, right? If he tussling with his wife, if his intentions is to abuse his wife, right? Because he's so angry and aggressive and going off a rage, and he's just this woman beater. All she had was a little dot, a little very small dot under her eye from his watch. Wouldn't she have had more than that if his intentions was to, put hands and feet on her? It gives that she was always the aggressor and he was trying to contain her. Contain, detain, stop her, whatever. That's what this situation gives to me, y'all. He was always trying to stop her because she take it too far. And she's quick to put hands on a man. That's what I take from these incidents. Because notice how this line right here is totally different from what they came out and said later on when RH was being framed with Janelle's abuse. It was said that they was tussling and his watch scratched her under her eye. Now, mind you, when we seen the picture, it was only a little small dot. It looked like a beauty mark. It didn't look like a scratch. It didn't look like a scratch. Basically, it gave beauty mark, a little small dot, little blemish. That's what that gave. So how we go from choking and dragging her across the floor for Amora's birthday trip to, oh, they tussled and his watch scratched her under her eye. Same incident, y'all. But notice how the narrative changed. That's what I'm talking about. This is why you don't be deceptive in these type of situations. Because the narratives, one thing about a liar's words keep moving. The truth stands alone. The truth stands still and it stands firm. Because it's the truth. You don't have to switch it up. You don't have to switch it up. But lies are typically not believable. So they keep changing it and moving the goalposts to get people to believe it. All right, let me see. Yes, y'all hit the like button. We got 321 in here, y'all. Hit the like button for Pop. It's the end of the month, y'all. Turn me up on my goal if y'all can. Show your girl some love with her little goal. I don't ask y'all for much. Y'all know I don't ask y'all for much time. But I did set a goal for myself this month. I've been coming live every single day, regardless of my schedule. I've been doing my big one. Been real consistent. Y'all know I ain't too consistent. I'm already still trying to get better with my time. Okay. But if y'all can support my goal today, that's it. Just today. Because that's gonna if y'all support my goal today, it's gonna help me with my goal that I set for myself for this month. I'll be to reach my goal with this live stream. So yeah. And definitely hit that like button, y'all. Run them likes up for Pac and hype me up too. Hey Chandrika, hey Miss Denise, hey DS. Ebony, I know you remember. Ebony is one of the day ones, baby. So she remember all of this. Lupac, hey, on that particular video about Mosky birthday, on the video, she kept scratching her eyes and said her contacts was bothering her. Facts. That's another thing. Thank you for that. That's another thing. And I got that video too. I have that live. That's what it really was. That's what really happened. I never believed the whole his watch scratched her under her eye. Never believed that anyway. Never believed that story. Or they tussled or whatever. I think let me say this. I feel like if they did tussle, it's because she's quick to anger and she's quick to hit. She gives me that type of female. Any female that's in an argument with their husband and she putting hands on him and hollering, do something, that automatically showed me that she's the aggressor. Oh, excuse me. And she was the aggressor in that marriage. Because a real abuse victim is not going to antagonize, escalate, or any of those things when it comes to altercations. No, we even avoid certain rigor words, put the T on the front, to set that abuser off. We don't run into conflict, we get away from it. So she's not that type. She's not a victim at all. Now, when it comes to Janelle, I feel like she's scared of him. She definitely scared of him. But she never gave scared of LaTrue, and that's because LaTrue was never a woman beater. It's a whole different dynamic. She manifested her bruiser. And when she finally manifested him, she don't know how to take him. She don't know how to handle it because Janelle, he gives the type that he gonna put hands and feet on you, allegedly. That's the type of person he gives to me. He ain't playing with her ass. And I really do believe she's scared of him. You could tell by how she flinched when he passing by and stuff. Let me see. My child. Here go my child. Let me see what he want, y'all. Hold on. He know I'm live now. He waits till he leaves to want to text me instead of just asking me or tell me when he at home. Okay. She's not a victim. She's a victimizer. Facts. Facts. Yep. All right. Let me see. Ranita. Hey, Ranita. Hey, Jaisha, my love. You say if this man wasn't a bruiser, he would have never grabbed no tote to stop her from kicking him. He would have used fists and feet. She would have had black eyes. Facts. What man that y'all, and that's what pissed me off early on in the saga. But I ain't gonna lie, when the actual story came out, whenever both sides of the story was told, people started seeing her for who she really was. Like people started flipping as far as supporting her early on too, because even when what's her name? Nosy Bystanders did her video. She broke it down so good. Like she had such a large platform. It was large platforms that was, catching this story or whatever when it was really, really going viral. But and a bruiser is not going to try to contain you. She said, "Oh, he capturing me like I'm an animal." She did. She said that to gaslight and manipulate the situation because she knew that him saying or her saying he was capturing her, even though that wasn't his intentions was to stop her. So she flipped him trying to stop her from being the aggressor and, kicking him to, oh, he was capturing me. So it can sound even worse. So they won't think about the fact that, oh, he was just trying to stop her from kicking. She knew exactly what she was doing, y'all. She knew exactly what she was doing. So hold on, let me see. Hey, Miss Renita, you say, if RH was this man that beat on a woman, she would have deranged from his strength. That's why I never nothing she have said. What you mean she would have deranged from his strength? Retype that, Miss Renita. Let me go down. Yes, Pac. Ain't no way RH was abusing her with all that she was doing, but that other one, the way she acts now, she exactly. Hey, Miss Brenda, y'all, I even had somebody shout out to the person who said this. She said she came in my comments one day and was like, "I wish you stopped saying a bruise. That is so ignorant. Everybody knows that there's no R in that word." I was like, I mean, she had a valid point, right? But everybody knows that I say that so I don't get demonetized because it is a rigor, just like this word, but the T on the front word that YouTube catches and they will flag you. You're going to get that yellow dollar sign quick, baby. And it takes away your ads. So me saying a bruiser um it's not me saying the word wrong, it's me saying it incorrectly purposely so that I don't get flagged. Okay? So I don't want nobody to think I just don't know how to say the actual word. Like I think I'm a little smart. Okay? A little smarter than that. But that was so funny. Hey Maya. What got me is when she changed that brace in that finger. Child, y'all, it's the fake doctor's note for me. You remember I broke that down and I read the statement from the police. Most of everything she said on live, she didn't even tell the police. She never told the police she even had pepper spray because she knew she would have got in trouble for that. Oh, but we finna get to the messages between her and Dawn when she hurried up and text Dawn and said, he hit me with a tote. He broke my finger. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. because she lied to Dawn in those messages also. We gonna get to it, y'all. Hold on. Let me try to get through this because y'all know time be flying, y'all. But I definitely want to try to get through this post and those messages with this live. I might not be able to finish that interview, but I definitely want to finish that because it all goes together. So the next one she says, don't forget the time Naya came over to defend you after he put his hands on you and he wouldn't open the door. Okay, y'all. So that's the big one, right? Well, that's a good one. Y'all remember when Naya got on the sisters panel and said she was a direct witness to him choking her? And everybody was like, she lying, that never happened. And shout out to the Truth Fan Club because she went and pulled a clip. Shout out to Pac because Pac made a video debunking it because Lionya had already spoke on that incident and I had already said that Naya came after they was fussing. I don't even think they was fighting, child. But Naya got her ass on that platform and lied. Mind you, 2 days prior, she posted a picture of her and Lionya in her story just to show people they was back in communication. That's what she effed up at, right? Because people was thinking, oh, I thought they wasn't cool no more. So she basically let everybody know, hey, we back in communication by posting that picture. That was a red flag, one. But if you notice, see, that's why I say they didn't think that through. But everything that came out, all of the stuff Laonya was saying was used to debunk everything she said. Her own words debunked her lies. Her own words. Right here in this very post, it says, don't forget the time Naya came over to defend you after he put his hands on you and he wouldn't open the door. So how would Naya know if he was up there choking her? And Naya said she walked in on him choking her. Now, mind you, that's when LaTrue got on that panel and said, you seen what? LaTrue was trying to get it out of her. He was like, what house was this at? What address was this at? Because LaTrue knew she was lying. He was like, oh, he guilty. He got up there on the panel trying to manipulate. No, he knew she was lying. He knew she ain't never seen no such thing. That's why he got up there to question her. Because Naya was her friend for all those years, and her word would have been valid and credible had she already not been proven to be a liar, of course. But it would have held weight because she was in their home. And it's jacked up because Dawn later came out and said that Naya apologized to LaTrue and Dawn for lying on him, but she should have did it publicly because that's the same place you came out and told that lie. That should have been publicly stated. But like I said, I already debunked that, y'all. I debunked that. The True Fan Club debunked it. But this post right here shows and proves that she was lying because according to her on the panel, she was in the home while she said she caught him putting his hands around her neck when she went up them stairs, right? But in the post right here, according to Laonya pretending to be Naya, she's saying that she came over after and he wouldn't open the door. So if the door was locked, how did you witness anything? Make that make sense. So next, I'm on the phone the entire time, says Laonya pretending to be Naya. Stop covering for him. You have hella receipts and you're being quiet about them while he continues to lie and drag you through the mud. Now, if you've been in the saga, you know that she never had hella receipts, right? One. And the receipts that she did have, some were made up, some was just complete trash, and some was like 50%. Like she wouldn't give you an entire receipt. You had to basically guess what the context was surrounding. Well, she'll basically show you one specific part, like when she played the audio of RH saying, I ain't even want to be no effing daddy. She kept playing that one part over and over, but not playing why he even said it, what the argument was, what she said to make him say it. Now, later on in the saga, of course, we get the context, we get the full audio, and then everybody can understand why he said that. If you calling him a DB, duh, I'd say it too. If I'm taking care of your children and mine, and you calling me a DB, your own husband who taking care of another ninja kid, I'ma say that too. So it was understandable. And she knew it would be understandable, which is why she didn't play the entire audio. So hold on, y'all. Let me message my niece because she just called me. And they know I'm live. I don't know why they do that. Like they know I'm live. Shoot. Okay. I remember all that. She was just lying facts. You would have never thought a plastic tote would go viral. And then got the nerve to be mad at LaTruth because he was doing reenactments and, kind of joking about the situation. Talking about you clowning a husband that loved his wife would never get on live and joke about the tote knowing this is my real life. Girl, why wouldn't he? His life too. He was the one that was ruined, even though she was ruined by herself later on. But in the beginning, he took a major hit. Like if he could laugh about it, then that's on his body. If he want to laugh about something that ruined his life, because it was laughable to be honest, because he was trying to stop her. She painted, but she wanted the narrative to be painted that he was bruising her with the tote and not trying to contain her, and that wasn't cool. Um, hey, Anu. Janelle is Bree's battle karma. He dogging her SS out. Facts. Yep. Brittany said those would be some good clips to review, Pac, but I know the person might try to strike if you use her content. What clips? What you talking about? Oh, you talking about the lady? No. Oh, hell no. I'm definitely not playing none of her stuff. We ain't doing that. I could speak it. y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. I ain't taking no chances with that baby. Hey, Miss Renee. We know how to spell. Whoever that was, we know what we're doing. That was probably somebody new, y'all. That was probably somebody new because everybody that been here knows that I only say it like that so I don't get flagged. But just for her saying that, it had to have been somebody new because the ones who know. Um, Okay, I just wanted to tell him to have her PJs packed if she still wanted to stay. Child, they always taking my baby. Ham got some good nannies, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me go tell him her nanny want her to go spend the night. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to go let Ham know she finna go meet her nanny channel. Well, she wanna go. I don't make her. She wanna go. She love going with because her nanny is my niece. Well, that's one of her nannies. Her other nanny is my sister. But this nanny in particular is my niece, my oldest niece. And when I tell y'all she be spoiling Ham, and she ain't number 17. Ham is so spoiled behind her. She let Ham do whatever she want to makeup, hair, all of that, child. Yep. But anyways, let me see. Um, where did I stop, y'all? The interview with I thought you were talking about that other lady. No, I know I could play certain clips. Nah, I could do that. I could play just those particular clips. Um, I have to find them. I'm gonna try to find it and see. I might have some in my receipt. So let me see where we stop, y'all. Make sure y'all hitting the like button for Pop. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I'm on the phone the entire time. And then it says stop covering for him. You have hella receipts and you're being quiet about them while he continues to lie and drag you through the mud. And Robert, you started recording that video. Y'all, catch this though. What's up, loving my curves? Look how she lied right here. Robert, you started recording that video when Brianna spoke to the 911 operator after you had already bruised her and broke her finger. Make that. How was he even gonna be able to record her when she was acting like a wild animal? Close my door too. How was he gonna record her when he's, first of all, if y'all remember, LaTrue was so damn small at that time. Like, he was tiny. I think he still had the little feeding tube things in. Also, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but I think he did. But he was so tiny. He was so tiny trying to get his weight back up. You could tell like he didn't have a whole lot of energy. That's what it gave looking at him, like he just was tiny, like he was gone. But he got his weight back up after the fact and all of that. But around that time, how was he gonna be able to record her while she acting the plum fool? How was he gonna be able to do that? It was a moment where she pepper sprayed him. He had to grab the pillow to knock the pepper spray out of her hand to block his face. Like, how he had a pin down on the sofa at one point. She's still trying to get his phones and out of his pockets and like, that's a wild animal. Okay, ain't no way he'd have been able to record all of that going on. Of course, he gonna be able to record once she start cutting up, crying and hollering and carrying on while she on the phone with 911, being Oscar winning actress. Of course, he's gonna be able to record then, cause she ain't putting hands and feet on him. So imagine you trying to record and somebody beating on you. Like, make that make sense. So then she says, hold on, bruised her and broke her finger. We all know her finger was never broken. Never broken. I can't wait to get to those messages with her and Dawn. So then she says, you know she didn't lie. You have GUNSs and have used them as a mental threat. Right? Now, mind you, this is LaOnya typing all of this, pretending to be Ayana. Okay? She said, you know she didn't lie. She did indeed lie to 911. 911 never asked her, were there any weapons in the home? They said, can you get somewhere safe? And she said verbatim, I can't. He's following me and he has a GUN. Point blank and the period. Everybody on God's green earth and heard that audio. And that's what was stated. She didn't even give the operator time to ask if there were any weapons in the home. Because she would have asked that, but she didn't give her time. She blurred that out before the lady even had a chance. Like, make that make sense. So then she says, y'all, I was on the phone from then until the cops got there. Yeah, you was on the phone. Well, not Ayana was on the phone after the fact. Way, way later into the incident that's when she was on the phone with her. I guess, because we didn't even see that part, but she just saying it. But then she says the officer asked her, were there weapons in the home? She did not lie about that. Yes, she did. Because the officer never said that. The 911 operator, I mean. She never said that. She said, can you get somewhere safe? And she said, I can't. He's following me and he has a GUN. Okay, now, hey, Tokyo. Let's go back up, y'all, because I want to rebuttal something real quick, right? He couldn't do but so much because he had draining tubes and he was so fragile. Thank you, sweet queen. You took the words right out of my mouth. Exactly. He was frail. Like, he was so tiny. It looked like you can use two fingers to push him over or blow on him and he fall over. That's how tiny RH was at that time. He definitely ain't gave no man that would be up in there beating on no one. Okay? She should have got mad from his statement and cleaned that nasty ASS house up instead of going crazy over his device. Hey, you up in there watching Merritt, what it was? Huntsville something. child. I don't even watch that. But watching that instead of getting your house in order, y'all just done moved in. Them bags would have drove me crazy. Ain't no way I'd have been able to sit down and all that's on the floor. How about it? So hold on, y'all, because I wouldn't be popped if I didn't debunk this right here. Right? So this is an exclusive right here. With me debunking this, yeah. So let's go back up a little bit. Y'all see where she says, you have GUNSs and have used them as a mental threat, right? Let me play this audio real quick. Y'all remember that audio that I played for y'all the other day? This shows how my brain works, y'all. Y'all remember that audio I played for y'all the other day where LaTrue played the audio of LaOnya talking to Ayana about how her daddy be lying and lied on him, saying he was going to unalive all of them, and then Walt got on the phone, and Walt went from saying what he said it, he said that, and I say, well, how you gonna get away with it? And then Bree said, well, Robert is saying he didn't say it. And then Walt say, well, why would you tell him, Brianna? Why did you tell him I said it? So Bree said, well, Dad, he's saying he never said it. And Walt say, well, I never said he said it. Make that make sense. So yeah, that very same audio debunks this right here, where she said, you hold on, you wait, where is it? You have GUNSs and have used them as a mental threat. So that's not only saying that Robert had weapons, of course, and has used them as mental threats towards her, like basically insinuating I'm a pew pew you. That's what she's saying here. So let's debunk that real quick. Let's clock that. Let's clock that T real quick, right? From this audio. Shout out to RH. So, oh Lord, I hope they don't demonetize me for this. What's wrong? You gonna unlock the tablet? Okay, you about to leave? Let me hear. Okay. Got your shoes? You need to go put your shoes on? Yeah. Let's do it.
Still using it?
No, you can take it. You gonna use hers?
Yeah.
She got one that could charge the tablet?
No, but the Apple one, I think.
Take mine. Leave me with yours and just take mine. That way when you get off your tablet, because you can always put your tablet on the charger while you're playing on it. So just look, it's on the bed right there. Just take mine with you. Okay? Love you.
Love you too.
Okay, put your shoes on. My bad, y'all. All right, my bad, y'all. Ham's finna leave. Go with her nanny. Okay, let me play this for y'all. All right, so let's debunk that lie right quick. Another lie debunked. All right, why are they playing? Hold on. Oh, that's why my earphones. I don't know why my earphones be connecting when I don't have them connected. Okay, so let's debunk that. Listen good, y'all, so I don't have to play it too many times because of the words that's being used.
But this one, I just, even being around Robert, like, I ain't never, even when he had his gun around me, the pictures that he had to do pictures, he ain't never, like, made me feel like he was going to shoot me or nothing.
Did y'all hear that? Do y'all need me to run it back one more time? Do I need to run it back, run it back, run it back one more time? Here we have her saying, lying, you have GUNSs and have used them as a mental threat. So let's run this clip back one more time for the one time.
But this one, I just, even being around Robert, like, I ain't never, even when he had his gun around me, the pictures that he had to do pictures, he ain't never, like, made me feel like he was going to shoot me or nothing.
Ain't that interesting, y'all? Because, right, the conversation that's being had right there is her and Ayana talking about what Walt said when Walt told LaOnya that LaTrue came in from the gym one day and just blurted out that he was gonna unalive her, the kids, and himself, right? And then Walt said he told him, "Well, how you gonna get away with that? You ain't gonna be able to get away with that? Like that don't even sound right." Imagine a husband having that conversation with his father-in-law. Child by. So that's why she said that. She was basically explaining to Ayana that I don't believe my daddy because even with LaTrue or Robert having his GUN in the house, with the pictures he had, I took those pictures of him with his GUN on his side, and she said he never made me feel like he was going to SHOOT me. So she basically debunked her own lie yet again. Okay, so let's clock that. This shows how much of a dangerous liar she is. Oh Lord. Oh, I pray my sons never run into nobody like that ever in life, Lord. Because for one day, mama gonna run them off. She gonna run them off because my boys are some mama's boys. So yeah, they're gonna be going with the quickness. We ain't playing that over here. We ain't playing that. So next, y'all, I read all of this part. Then she says, "You post them all day. Enough is enough, sis. No more protecting him, sis. I love you, and I promise I would stay quiet, but I can't sit by while this man continue to lie and drag your name like this." Imagine you saying he lying and dragging your name when you the one came out and lied to the world and tried to impulsively, in a rage, paint your husband as an abuser because he put a tote over you to stop you from doing what you was doing to him. And because your finger indirectly was sprained because you was trying to push the tote up while he pushing it down to stop you from going haywire, you want to make it seem like this man that broke your finger. He popped you on your head with the tote twice and caused contusions. And girl, all of that was unnecessary and should have never came to the internet. She used it as an out, but she didn't fully think it through, right? Because she still wanted her marriage, even after the fact. She seen that it wasn't going in her favor. First, it did. When she first came out here, it was going in her favor. Because, people always believe the alleged victim first, believe the victim first, then investigate. Once investigation started, people started seeing the lies, the inconsistencies, the deceptiveness. And that's when people started turning away. People was like, So she lied on this man and da 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 da. Yeah. And then, of course she wanted her husband still, but Robert was like, you took it too far this time. That's a wrap. He wanted it. The crazy part is he been wanting out of that marriage. He been wanting, and it's just unfortunate that he had to go through hell and high water just to get away from it. But he was willing to sacrifice his livelihood for his peace, y'all. He sacrificed his livelihood for his peace. That's major. That is major. Because if he would have took her back, he wouldn't be having these problems. Think about it. Think about it. If he would have took her back, he wouldn't be having these problems. Because look how many times her and Janelle then broke up, got back together. Janelle had been exposed as the bruiser he is by her and multiple other people. And he's still good. It don't matter how many times we come out here and say Janelle isn't a bruiser. People just pretty much let it blow over because she messed everything up. People don't have, why Janelle is not going through what LaTrue went through? Because people no longer have sympathy for her. They don't view her as a victim anymore. So it doesn't matter what this man does to her at this point. Nobody's going to care. Because she didn't tow her draws. She didn't tow her draws with this situation. And once you cry wolf and then the people on the internet realize that you like to play on people's tops, they no longer side with you. She might get a handful of people that's going to side with her that don't really know what's going on. Because I still be seeing people in the comments saying stuff like, didn't she leave her ex-husband for bruising her and this and that? They don't even know what the hell's going on, child. Or what didn't went on. And that's why it's unfortunate that the truth, even though he's vindicated, he will forever still have to wear that jacket to some people publicly because everybody is not following this saga. Most people that caught it from the beginning, stayed stuck in time right there. They seen just the beginning and they got away from the storyline. They stopped watching. So they don't know all the evidence, all the receipts, all the proof. They don't know everything that's come out. They don't know, and it's unfortunate. But that's how the world works. Um, that tells you that he never actually abused her because she would have said it in fact. She need to be careful with her lying ways. She sure did manifest the bum she's with. Hey, Robin. My son is going through all of this right now. She told her mom that he was going to unalive her, the kids, and himself. How ironic. Her name is the same. Bree also. Oh, wow. That is crazy. But y'all know Kevin said early on that somebody would coin the term "don't be a Brianna," and I believe they still will because she hell when she well, baby. She is hell. Thank you, Empress E, for my coffee. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you, my love. I'm trying to build my little coffee back up, child. Thank you so much. Yes, y'all. Hit the like. What we looking like on the like, y'all? Please hit the like button. And please, y'all, support my goal. I'm begging tonight, okay? I'm begging tonight. I don't normally beg. I normally just say, hey, y'all, support my goal. But I'm begging tonight because I set a goal for myself this month. Normally I don't care. I just let it do what it do. But I got, some things like getting my child a car. So I set a goal for myself on the two. So support my goal if y'all can. But definitely hit that like button, y'all. Thank you, Taya. I appreciate you, girl. All right, y'all. So let's take this one down. Oh, let me show y'all this. So this was the post, right? Now I just showed y'all the text message that has never been posted before on the internet of Ayana saying that Bree wrote this. She wrote it and posted it on her page. Mind you, Bree, and it's believable because Bree helped Ayana create that fan page. Also, she was an admin on Ayana's page at one point. And also, if y'all remember, I played a video for you guys. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna place one more thing that's gonna attest to everything right here. Hold on. Hold on to your love. All right, let me see. Let me find that little clip because I do have another clip that can literally attest to all of this. All of this. This live was done early in the saga. Of course, it was deleted right after because she had made promises to DV victims that she was going to pay for their narc abuse courses, and she deleted the live right after she made it. But of course, we still, some of us still have it. Okay, let's see. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Put my earphones on. So this live was done in maybe 2023. Yeah, 2023. Hold on, y'all. All right, here we go, y'all.
It's plenty of people who can come out, but they ain't came out of respect to me telling them not to. Only one person came out, and I told her to do that so that she could capitalize, and also I wouldn't have to post it on my platform. I didn't want to post it on my platform. I said, sis, you post this on your platform, it's gonna help you get monetized. You exposed the truth for me. Instead of me doing it, you exposed the truth for me.
The lies for her.
And she did that. That's the only person who ever spoke out. That's because I told her to.
Now imagine that, y'all. Imagine, and if Ayana was smart, I would have questioned that because she's literally telling you she don't want to post it on her platform, but it's her supposed truth, right? It's her story, her supposed truth. Why do she need you? Oh, you post it on your platform so you could get your platform monetized. And she did it because I didn't want to post it on my platform. Why not? Why not? She knew that it was lies. She knew it was lies and she didn't want it to backfire on her platform. So she sacrificed Ayana. Let me run that clip one more time. So
By
y'all,
me, if you want some real evidence, how
hold on.
it's plenty of people who can come out, but they ain't came out of respect to me telling them.
With plenty of people, y'all. Every person that then came out then said the same thing. They ain't never seen no actual proof of physical nothing. They only knew what she was telling them. They even said the only receipts that they seen was the same ones that everybody else seen that was put on the internet. So I'm curious to know who's those plenty of people, because everybody else Violet didn't want to get involved. It had nothing to do with her saying y'all stay out of it. Because if I can recall, even when her sister Zanadia, Walt's oldest daughter, came out, she was in favor of LaTrue too. She was like, she didn't believe it. Dawn played the audio because she knew how her sister was. So, child, them people ain't came out for a reason.
Not to. Only one person came out, and I told her to do that so that she could capitalize, and also I wouldn't have to post it on my platform. I didn't want to post it on my platform.
Why
I
not?
said, sis, you post this on your platform, it's gonna help you get monetized. You expose the truth for me. Instead of me doing it, you expose the truth for me. And she did that. That's the only person who ever spoke out. That's because I told her to.
Just like you wrote this post on her platform and pretended to be her. That's crazy. I am so weak, y'all. It's like this storyline is just, it just keeps getting better and better. So let me take this down and show y'all her talking to herself in the comments. Okay? Yeah. Let's take this down because there are also comments under this post. Let me pull it up. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what it is. I think this is it. Okay. Yeah, this is it. So, as y'all can see, she started talking to herself. So she commented from her page, the Miss LaTrue page at the time, right? And she said, "You're so right. I just wanted this to all end and the threats to stop. So I tried to fix and cover for him, but I won't cover for him anymore." And then her replying as Ayana, "Mr. True, you got this. And you're not crazy or in this alone. We know what happened. Love you forever." Oh Lord. So the next person that, let me read this too, because this is important also. This next person comment and says, "I've been watching, I haven't seen him speak on her, just eating, etc. I mean, I'm with Brianna all day on this because he is most definitely a narcissist, but what I miss, right?" So then Laonya comment as Ayana says, he just did, y'all can't see the whole thing, but it says he just did a, wait, hold on. I could go up. Hold on, y'all. Wonder why it ain't showing the whole thing on this side. But on this one it is. Okay, y'all can kind of see it. It says he just did a whole video with Tasha K full of lies. That was that interview, y'all. So that's what warranted this plot right here. This post full of lies and deception, child. Yeah. All right, let's take this one down. Even that lady said, "Well, what he did, I mean, I do agree he's a narc, but I ain't never seen him speaking on him, just eating and stuff, etc." Or he just did a whole interview with Tasha K. Just say you was mad because y'all, if y'all remember, she wanted to do the interview with Tasha K. Tasha K said she would have hemmed her up had she would have came through because they was trying to play her. They was trying to play Tasha K. Tasha K wanted proof though. She said, do you have videos, evidence, police reports, anything?" She said they said no for all of that, but wanted to garner her YouTube, wanted to try to build her YouTube off of this storyline and use Tasha K's audience, but telling Tasha K, "Oh, it's going to help her," and wanted to get paid for it. Tasha K said, hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. And bust they little plot wide open. She even started threatening Tasha K to sue her. Talking about, I'm gonna be just like Cardi. I'm gonna be this girl by. She was mad because Tasha K exposed her and her management. Thank you, Empress. You say all the gal do is lie. Facts. That's no lie detected there. It's sad though. It's sad. And no good comes from situations like this. And that's why you see her going through the motion, struggling. Wow. LaTruth is flourishing and trying to get his life back together. He looked like he's doing very well, might I add. He don't look like he's struggling. None of that. So you could tell, according to Laonia, you can tell who was the good person in the situation based on how God is blessing them. All right, let me see. Okay, let's go put up something else because baby, we almost at hour and 30. So let's go to the messages between her and Dawn about the tote situation. That's what I want to do next. First, I need to see which is the first one, so I don't be out of order, child. Hold on, because we got to be in the right order. Um, Wait, I forgot I put these. Okay, hold on, y'all, because I put some other ones up too about the wedding. Where is it? Oh, where's the messages? At the toe. Okay, so this probably is the first one. I thought I had all of them, but I didn't put all of them up. So let's start here. I only put two of them up for the tote situation specifically. All right. So let's go here. All right. So I put this one up, y'all. Hey, Miss Kathy B. Um, you say, hey, Bushwhackers, stick your arm out the bush and hit the like. Exactly. Bushwhackers, y'all hit that like button for Pop and support my goal if y'all can. Period. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Cindy say, hey, Cindy, you say, what educated woman with a master's degree out here lying every day? She's a sick batch. It's ludicrous at this point. Not batch. Yes, ma'am. She thinks she'd be tired at this point. But so she sent this to Dawn, y'all. And it's a reason why I'm going through these, right? Because it it paints a different narrative now. It hits differently now, right? So she sent this. I don't know the context to this or infidelity text up here, but she sent the tote to Dawn and she says, this is the tote he hit me with, right? So then Dawn says, wow, he should have just walked away. So what happened when the police came? Why they didn't arrest him for domestic V, right? Because mind you, she's in these text messages and she's painting the narrative to Dawn that he attacked her with the tote. She's not telling Dawn any of what she did. Oh, I was trying to go through his phone. None of that. Wait, I think she did say that part. I can't remember vividly. But she did say that part about going through his phone, but she didn't say about the pepper spray, about her kicking him in his lip. She didn't say none of that. She didn't say none of that. She made it seem like LaTrue just went haywire on her with that tote, right? And that's why Dawn is responding the way she's responding because she's being fed lies and not the actual story of how it actually happened. So, but this was a great question because this basically told a lot right here when Dawn said why they didn't arrest him for DV. So then Laonia proceeds to say, I'm going to take this one down, y'all, because I have the full message with the whole thing right here, this part. So I'm going to put that part up in its entirety. All right, let me take that down. Hold on. And we're going to put the full part up of that portion of the text message. What the hell is that? Hold on. Oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all. Okay, here you go. All right. I thought I had deleted it. Thank you, Miss Yumika. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you for supporting my little goal. Um, you say run that video of this pop and super chat party begins. What video? Run that video of this pop. I don't know what video you're talking about. Um, don't threaten me with a good time, girl. So, this is Laonia right here, y'all. Dawn is in the blue. So Dawn said, "Why didn't the police arrest Robert for DV?" Okay. So then Laonia says, "Because they asked if I wanted the ambulance to be called at the time. When I showed them my finger, I thought it was just swollen." Make that make sense? They told me, because okay, let me push pause. Because if y'all see how she's telling it to Dawn, telling the story to Dawn, there's no reason why he shouldn't have been in jail for DV. That's why Dawn asked that question. But see, now she got to try to explain and come up with a reason why they didn't arrest him, because she knows that's not how it happened. There was a whole police statement attesting to the fact that that's not how it happened. How she told it to Dawn. She needs to keep Dawn on her side. That's why she told it to her like that. So let me go back. She said, "Because they asked if I wanted the ambulance to be called. At the time when I showed them my finger, I thought it was just swollen." Here's the thing, y'all. This the same person who said the truth broke her finger. Not sprained it, not fractured. She said broke her finger. Okay, the situation with RH and Laonia happened that morning, right? When by the time the police got there, it's no way in hell she shouldn't have known if her finger was broken or not. She's saying she thought it was just swollen. I have now, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, because this statement can go either way, what I'm about to say. But this is my opinion based off of what I know when it comes to broken bones, right? I've never witnessed a situation ever where someone had a broken bone and they didn't experience any pain to attest to that broken bone. Just swelling. I've never witnessed that. Y'all can let me know if we got any medical professionals in the chat. Have y'all ever seen a situation where a person had a broken bone and they didn't know, especially a finger or a toe, something like that? The pain gonna hit you first, baby. Especially once your adrenaline goes down. Once your adrenaline goes down, you gonna feel every bit of it if it's broken. Even a sprain hurt, especially when you can move it. This is why, if y'all notice, LaTruth did the video showing her doing all of these things after she started going downstairs. She was grabbing the staircase, the stairway, walking down. She had the phone in her hand typing. She was grabbing her daddy, all with the same hand that she said her finger was broken on. Ain't no way she wouldn't have felt if something was wrong with her hand. Why would you just think it's swollen? And even then, thank you, Bianca Pear. I appreciate you, my love. Wait, why is not let me highlight? There we go. Thank you for my soup. I appreciate you. So think about it, y'all. So she's telling Dawn, I didn't think it was broken because I only thought it was swollen. Well, isn't that enough reason? So the difference between you telling the police you wanted the ambulance is the fact that it was swollen and you not knowing if it was broken or not. Didn't you say he broke your finger? Didn't you say he was in there bruising you with a toe? So that should have been reason enough right there. But no, the reason why she didn't is because LaTruth told the cops how she pepper sprayed him too. How she was the aggressor. She initiated the situation by going through his phone. All of that could have been avoided, right? He told them about the pepper spray. They went upstairs. They smelt it. That right there alone, she would have been in jail, not him. She would have been in jail. He could have pressed charges. He chose not to press charges on her with the pepper spray. And that's why nobody went to jail that day. If you look at the police report, because that's a weapon. Pepper spray is a weapon, baby. A tote ain't. So, hold on, y'all. Where we at? Okay. So she says, when I showed them my finger, I thought it was just swollen, right? At that point, if it was broken, she would have known. There's no way you won't know. That's my opinion. Ain't no way in hell you ain't gonna know if your first of all, you if you try to bend, if it's broken, you can't even move it. You can't move a broken finger. If you do, it's gonna be excruciating pain. I tell you that much. He was doing too much in that video to say she had a broken finger, right? So then she said they told me to go to the hospital if the swelling doesn't go down. Okay. Then she says, when I left after they helped me get my bag. Here's the thing though, y'all. Now, she did tell the cops about her finger, right? But if you listening to the story the way it was told on both sides, it would be presumed as an accidental. He didn't intentionally break her finger or sprain it or whatever. He was using the tote to contain her, and her finger indirectly got injured. And I think it probably was just sprained because her finger was swollen, but it wasn't broken. And that not police, the hospital paperwork, the hospital summary was fake, faker than a $2 bill. It was so many red flags on that document that pointed to the fact that it was fake. One being that they repeated the statement more than once. The punctuation errors was crazy. No spaces, all lower cap. What else? They also mentioned in the summary the diagnosis. Ain't no this how you know whoever typed that was dumb as hell. How the hell y'all gonna put intimate of not intimate, victim of intimate partner abuse in a diagnosis? They put that in the diagnosis, y'all. That doesn't go there. One, for one, that doesn't go there. And two, a hospital can be sued for that because they wasn't a direct witness to anything. That will never be on a hospital summary. Okay? That is crazy. That goes on a police statement, not a hospital. But she had to show that she went to the hospital, so they heard and conjured up that fake document. But when I seen that, I was like, I know they lying. I used to work in the hospital as a patient registrar years ago. And I know for a fact you cannot put a child. How does the hospital know that? Were they at the house when this happened? They can't put that. But that's them thinking that they can one up the internet. And you know what's crazy? When they put that document out, baby, the internet went crazy. If you know, you know. The nurses was calling it out left and right. Oh yeah, baby. The internet nurses, not internet nurses, but y'all know the nurses that really are nurses that be on the internet. They was calling that out left and right, saying that was a fake document. Somebody that worked for that exact hospital even called it out and said that, hold on, I might have find it. Somebody that worked for the hospital. Let's see, hold up. I'll be able to tell y'all because I still got that screenshot. Let me see. Hold on to your love. Oh shoot, hold on, y'all. See, let me see. I might still have it because I think I seen it the other day. Looking through my receipt Bible. All right, let's see. Nope, this is not it. Hold on, y'all. Victim of intimate partner abuse on a diagnosis. Bro, these people. Oh, Lord. She had the wrong people behind her. Ain't no way in hell. All right, hold on. I might show y'all. Matter of fact. Let me send it to my. This the original one, but I need a. Well, this is the one her team put up. But I want to find the one where somebody had posted in the Keeping Up with the LaTrue group of what the nurse had said. I think this is it. Wait, no, it's not it. Another line. I'm on live. Cut that music off. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me see. I'm still looking for it, y'all. Because I know I had a screenshot of somebody sharing it from the group and saying what the nurse said about it. Gotta find it, child. Hold on to your love. My child coming here playing that doggone music. You don't get out of here. Okay. I hate when I can't find something I need. Hold on. She said, "Oh, I found that message." She said, no, he has gotten out of control. My finger is broken and I have injuries to my head. He picked up a tote and slammed it on top of me twice. Bump the fact that she started all of that and the role that she played. She just gonna lie and say the truth slammed the tote on top of her twice, child. All right, hold on, y'all. I found it. Found it. Okay. And I actually went over this before. Okay, this is the I might have to wait till I go live tomorrow to show y'all all of this. The doctor's note and all of that. Because we're gonna carry over. So it says this document is fake. LaOnya tried to pass this as a fake discharge document. A Northside rep, which is Northside Dilla Emergency Department, indicated they would never put partner abuse in quotations on a discharge paper because that is something that has to be proven. They also said their discharge papers are computerized for formed documents, not typed, and would never have double sentences. Add this to the list of documents that will be passed to the proper authorities. Hashtag truth be told. So they wasn't playing with it, y'all. They was not playing. But yeah, no. That document was so unprofessional. Like I can't believe she even allowed them to put that out there. You know what's crazy? She didn't put it out. She kept giving it to her hive members to put stuff out. As if she didn't want to get in no trouble behind the stuff that she was putting out. Like people didn't know the only way they can get it is if it's coming from her. Come on now. How else the internet gonna have access to a hospital document from you or your police report? Like, girl, thank you, Yumika. You say this because I thought I was supporting your goal with super stickers. Laugh out loud. Now I know. Yeah, whenever it's a goal, y'all, because some people be confused, right? Whenever it's a goal, you just click on the goal. Click on the goal in the chat, and then you can give whatever you want to give to the goal. That way it goes towards the goal. But even if you don't click on the goal and you just want to send a super sticker, it still comes to me and I can still see it and it still goes to my live stream or whatever. So it really don't matter. But when it's a particular goal, you have to click on it. But regardless, it's still supporting me, period. So but thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Okay, so I don't know what Can you change me comment again? Because she was saying something about a video. You changed me. If you still in here, hey, a light that shines in the darkness. What's up, my love? Um, let me see. You will not be able to ignore a broken bone. It will give you that get up and go to the ER fast. I done had a broken toe before, so I know, baby. That's and you know with the toe, they can't even put no thing on it. Like they couldn't put no thing on it because of the spot it was in. Like, child, that is not a good feeling. Trust me. Um, okay, let me see. Broke finger gonna jump, gonna hurt from jump. Okay, hold on. Let me go back down to the bottom. Thank you, Mom. Zeus. Hey, Pocket Chat. Yes, I've been to that hospital, and the paperwork isn't like that. Shaking my damn head. I'm about to pull it up so y'all can look and see how unprofessional it was, but it wasn't at all. Like they definitely conjured that up. Okay, that was a hot mess. Thank you for the super chat, my love. Talk your likes are liking. Okay, look at y'all. Shout out to y'all that's in here hitting that like button. Big ups to y'all. Okay, so she then tells Dawn, they told me to go to the hospital if the swelling doesn't go down. And then she said, when I left after they helped me get my bag, that's when my dad felt my head and it was a knot there. So I called them and they told me to go to the hospital, get the paperwork, then go to the courthouse and get a protective order. Did she get that protective order, y'all? Hell no. And you now, mind you, because people might get it misconstrued, she did try to get a protective order um after the fact for the whole alleged, oh, he said he was gonna unalive her and the kids, right? She tried to get it for that, but the judge threw it out. He threw it out because it was some BS, right? Some BS. So she said, which I'm doing tomorrow because they was closed. I was in the hospital for so long. So I would, to be honest, I believe what LaTruth said more than what she said right here. Because she said, oh, she was getting a protective order the next day. What would you need a protective order for, ma'am? When you was the aggressor. Imagine that. Imagine you want a protective order from your husband from an incident that you the one who escalated. You started it. He was trying to keep you off of him with that toe. He was detaining your ass with the toe, not the other way around. Imagine, y'all. She knew what she was doing, basically. She was trying to create that paper trail for the narrative that she was finna spin on the internet of painting this man to be an abuser. But that's crazy as hell, trying to get a protective order against somebody that you started it with. You try to go through his phones, taking his phones out of his pocket, digging all in his pockets. He trying to stop you. He don't have to let you go through his phones just because you his wife. No means no. Just like with women. And that's why I wish this situation would have been taken way more serious, y'all. Because when it comes to no means no for a woman, a man could do some serious time when that woman say no. Even if they already in the middle of the smacks, right? Take the M out. Y'all know what I'm doing here. Even if they already in the middle of a actual encounter, if she stops in the middle of them having intercourse and she said, no, stop, and he proceeds, that is considered great. And he can go to jail for that. So if a man says no, when it's the comparison is a little weird, right? Or a little too extreme, but it is what it is. If he said no, I feel like it should be considered because look how it escalated. So him saying no is him saying no. One adult to another adult. Let's take the gender out of it. He said, no, I don't want you going through my phone. And she should have stopped. And none of this would have happened. Instead, she decided to fight him for his device. Because that's what happened. And then you had some weirdo saying, well, if he wouldn't have fought, if he wouldn't have been fighting to keep her from his devices, none of this wouldn't happen. No, that's his shit. How about if she would have never fought him for his devices, none of this wouldn't have never happened. Because that was his devices, his phone, his 2 phones, his 2 laptops. She had no rights, wife or not. That is an invasion of privacy. Yes, he probably said you can go through it before, but if he say if he say stop, that means stop. Just like us as women, if we say stop, that means stop. It should go both ways, right? Because people was trying to say, oh, well, he must have had something to hide. No, she was insecure and he was tired of it. How about that? That's people constantly trying to find excuses for her behavior, but not cutting him no slack. No, I look at all the context. If that man let you go through his phone every day for your entire marriage, whether he knew about you going through it or not, because a lot of times he didn't even know, she did it anyways. That told me that she was insecure. Because had she would have found something, I don't think that, well, I ain't gonna say they wouldn't have been together because she stayed with Janelle for everything, child. Everything. But that's an insecurity on her part. So that's why whenever he finally told her no, all hell broke loose. Because that's what now I know, you know what, y'all? Shout out to Mondu. But thinking back, now I know why R8 said he took accountability for spoiling her in that marriage. Now I can see why he said that. People was like, "Oh, he being narcissistic, um, by saying that he's manipulative and all of that." No, now I know why he said that. Because he spoiled her so much, allowing her to invade his privacy, to feed her insecurities. And when he finally stopped saying, and one day out of 6 years, say, no, you cannot go through my phone. I'm tired of that. All hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. Because had he would have been telling her throughout the marriage that she couldn't go through his phone, we wouldn't be here either. Right? So that's the only thing he need to be accountable for. Allowing her to constantly go through his phone when he shouldn't have. I'm pretty sure he wasn't going through her phone like that. That's weird to me. That's y'all. That is weird to me. I'm sorry. Like, if I gotta go through your phone every goddamn day, I don't want to be with you. Cause that means you giving me a reason to go through your phone every day, or I'm just insecure. And I think it was insecurity on her end. Because girl, if she was finding something, well, realistically, let's say, if a woman is finding something, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna leave that situation. But we've heard her say that she wouldn't find nothing, but she continued to do it. So, child, she don't go through Janelle's phone though. The one time she did, well, she probably went through it, snuck and went through his phone. But the time that we know of that she did, if y'all remember, they was on that trip and she broke his phone. And he was like, look what she did to my phone, y'all. He went live. It was a birthday trip that she had probably in 2023. Because she was pissed off because that's when the Pretty Bree situation hit. And she was mad as hell. You could tell, even though they was pretending. But he was recording her. He was like, every day is your birthday. Every day is your birthday. And he was like, y'all, she mad at me, y'all. I don't know why she mad. You know, duh, duh, duh. He was recording her singing. And she was just looking down with a pissed off face, right? But he went live at the dinner table talking about, look what she did to my phone, y'all. So she probably went through that mofo. But he don't give that he's just allowing her to go through his phone like that. Not like how RH did. Notice how when she did her when a woman sped up live, she would say that when she would ask him about something, he would, I forgot what she said he would tell her. Oh, she can't ask him about nothing, or he'll just up and disappear on her. Child. So then she say, that's when my dad felt my head and there was a knot there. So I called them. Oh, I read all of that. Okay. But But because they was closed, I was in the hospital for so long. Then Dawn says, "Oh wow, that's crazy. I just can't believe Robert believes in hitting on women. That's crazy. And most men like that would never step to another man with that same energy. That's what you call a punk." See, and Dawn is only going off of what she's saying. She at this point she don't know the truth. She don't know. Laonia really, really manipulated her in this situation until she found out later. She found out, child. So take this one down. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up that hospital document. Hold on, y'all. I think I sent it to my email already. Uh, let's see. Oh, I didn't open it up. So take this down. Wait, let's see. Hold on, y'all. Wait. I'm gonna save these for my next line. The other ones I got, but I want to pull. Hold on to your love. Yeah, I need to put this up. Okay, let me see. Screen. All right, so this is the hospital document. Listen, Linda. This is what they gave to the internet. Like the internet, the whole internet is just dumb, right? Playing on our top, child. Y'all look at this crap. If if a hospital I go to is giving out this kind of uh discharge paper or summary, I don't want to be there. I'm not going to that hospital. This is so unprofessional. You can tell that it was typed on somebody's computer and just print out, right? Because nowadays, uh, discharge summaries are computerized. You just have to input certain things. I know at least here it is. You just got to input certain things. But according to that Northside rep, they said the same thing: computerized forms. So basically, all the what they call them, the ER doctors or the ER nurse practice or whatever, all they inputting is just what they need to input, but it's already set up. It's already outlined. You can tell by how they got certain things in bold and then it's in regular format. They don't do that like that. This is definitely given like a school letter, child. So, I do say I sent real Northside paperwork to somebody at the beginning. Oh, you did? I wish I could see you. I wish I could see you, child. But look, y'all, look how they did it. Now, mind you, pay attention to it's so many errors here. Let's just say that. But look at her name, right? They capitalized her whole name. Notice how when you look at everything else, the only thing that's capitalized first is the first letter, right? Well, with the exception of this down here. But it's just weird. So then we go here, the current date, time, um, all that good stuff. Diagnosis, right? Now, mind you, that's another thing. When it's discharge instructions or a summary the diagnosis is at the bottom. They're going to explain to you procedure, what was done, all of these different things at the top. The diagnosis is always like at the bottom or on the second page. It ain't gonna be the first goddamn thing at the top of the child. Listen. So let me just read it. Would you say she stink? She don't even got a PCP. Listen. So hold on. Diagnosis, y'all. Non-displaced fracture of proximal phalanx of right index finger, right? Comma, Then they capitalize scalp, but not contusion, right? Comma again, they capitalize victim of intimate partner abuse, no space. Then they put it again, non-displaced. They wanted it to be, I guess they wanted to fill it out a little more. So it didn't draw no red flag, even though this whole paper is a red flag. They didn't space, they put it again, right? Non-displaced fracture of proximal phalanx of right index finger, scalp contusion, victim of intimate partner abuse. So that's what the doctor diagnosed the situation with. The fact, y'all, the fact that they put that with diagnosis. We all know the diagnosis is what's wrong. That's it. What's wrong with the patient? What the doctor presumes as their diagnosis, what they found wrong. No hospital ever, ever in my spoken voice is going to put victim of intimate partner abuse with a diagnosis. It's not gonna happen. That was their way of trying to prove furthermore that RH did something to her. But that was a mistake because that's never been done. A hospital is not going to do something that's going to make them liable. They're not going to do that, baby. They wasn't in your home. That part, that right there is something that will be on a police statement, not a hospital document. So hold on to your love. So off topic, Lupac, did you play that Powerball? Girl, listen. My mama reminded me too. She was like, cause she had came over here, I think Friday, no Thursday, and she was like, make sure you go get a Powerball, cause she know we only play it when it's big. I bought 15 of them things, okay? Cause that Powerball is $1 billion right now. Yeah. So, cause if I win that Powerball, baby, I'm finna bless so many people. Cause I don't need all that money. I'm not greedy, okay? I'm not greedy, baby. I always said if I ever was to win a Powerball or something like that, I'm going to bless so many people. Like, I'm a damn near give all that money away. For real, for real. Because I believe that if, oh, excuse me, if you blessed with something like that, it's you getting blessed with that for a reason. That's how I always look at stuff like that. Everything happens for a reason. If God bless you with that amount of money, it's for a reason. You're supposed to do something with it. When I say do something with it, don't just be greedy. You're supposed to help the less fortunate. I look at stuff like that. Like, I'm going to help a lot of people. Anyways, but yeah, y'all, that $1 billion child went bought 15. My mama said it only take one. I said, well, I got 50 better chances. Oh Lord, listen. I said, well, we're gonna just make sure. You can't beat $1 billion, child. I know you buy them scratch offs like me. I used to. I stopped scratching them though because I did buy one today. I ain't bought a scratch off in like a year. I used to scratch them all the time, but I ain't bought one in like a year because I don't know. I just got tired of scratching them. It's fun, but at some point I get tired and I stop scratching them. Then I'll go back eventually and start scratching them. But yeah, I like to play blackjack too though. I ain't played blackjack in a while, y'all. I'm a professional. Okay? I'm a professional blackjack player. But I ain't winning in a while. I need to go though. I don't be going nowhere though. I like to be in the house. So that's that, y'all. That unprofessional document. But tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna do a regular live tomorrow or if it's just gonna be members only. Um, I'm definitely doing a members only live tomorrow. More than likely, I'll probably do both because tomorrow is the last day of this month, y'all. And like I told you, I set a goal for myself. So being that I didn't meet my super chat goal for none of my lives this week, it kind of adds up. So, oh, excuse me. Oh Lord, it kind of adds up. So, let's say I get I set a goal for 15 on this live, and then I only get like 2 or 3. Then when I go live the next day, I might get 2 or 3. So it adds up. But I probably will go live tomorrow too, because tomorrow is the last day in the month, and I didn't reach my goal yet. So I might be live on a public live tomorrow. So we'll see. But I'm definitely gonna do a members only live tomorrow, probably in the morning too. So if you ain't a member, grab that membership if you want to join us on members only. Period. That form doesn't even have the Northside logo on it. I never even noticed. But I guess you won't notice if you're not familiar. See, I'm not from the area, so I would have never noticed that. That's crazy. I used to be scratch off happy, but now I've stopped for a while. You got to, because everything, it's a gamble, and when it's a gamble, it's addictive. Everything comes with addiction, if you ask me. So you gotta stop at some point, or you'll get out of control with it. That's know how to limit yourself, because you spending money. I mean, it ain't free, So, yep. But anyways, y'all, we didn't make them 2 hours be coming fast. I love y'all on this good old Saturday. Look, my child on that game so loud. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna do like I said, I'm gonna do my members only, probably in the morning, early afternoon, and then later that evening I'll probably do another live where we can finish with these receipts, because I did have the receipts where she was talking to Dawn about when she said the wedding is off, how the truth told her that she didn't make him happy and this and that. So I'm gonna probably do those tomorrow, and we'll finish that interview tomorrow too, y'all. Because it was another interview I wanted to play also, so we'll probably do that tomorrow evening. I love you more, my Zeus 21-month member. Listen, OG in this thing, period. I love you down, girl. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday night. I'm gonna go watch my little series with my oldest son that we've been watching together. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to lupac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go.
LUPAC, baby don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. INDE, yeah, she grinding with ease. PENENT, bring in truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. LUPAC, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury. She deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real. This lupac, baby. Capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, lupac don't just react. She the code was not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined. Got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. LUPAC, baby don't bend. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth. Got respect on her neck. INDE, yeah, she grinding with ease. PENDENT, bring in truth to the streets. LUPAC, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. LUPAC, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to lupac, baby, where every video got purpose.